Drag Race, let's get into some Drag Race Queen news. One of them. And let's talk about Eureka O'Hara. So Eureka O'Hara, I guess, I don't know if she made an announcement because of how people found out, or maybe they saw her name on a flyer and decided to drag her. I don't know how it all started, but apparently Eureka has pulled out of performing in Tel Aviv because she was called out online by pro-Palestinian supporters and fellow RuPaul Drag Race season 18 queen Discord Adams. So she addressed the criticism and apologized for her actions in a video posted to her IG on February 15th. And so I have the clip. We're going to go to the clip. Hold on. Courtesy of Twitter. And we are going to come back and talk. Please hold.
Hello, everyone. It's Eureka here. So I just got up, a little bit ago, and I have seen what everyone's been saying about my appearance in Tel Aviv. And I took a moment to educate myself and then reflect on the reasons why I was going to go. And I was convinced that I would be showing up for queer communities that don't have a say in their political climate. And as someone living in America, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I should do it. But what I decided is it's not worth what it represents, me going there. So I'm canceling the gig. I'm also going to be no longer working with the manager that I was working with, that this was discussed with, because I just want to work with people that understand my morals and ideals. I'm sorry that this has affected anyone negatively, and I appreciate the feedback. I hope that Discord, you can share this as well as you did your post. I understand where you're coming from, and I just love you all, and free Palestine.
So free Palestine. So yeah, so this is the post that I guess that she's referring to as well. So she said, I'll just stand on all 10 toes when I say free Palestine. At Discord Adams, I understand your post. If you want to share this too, that would be appreciated. A special thank you to the people that messaged me to discuss this and help me understand what was going on. Yes, I'm struggling as a trans woman, trying to rebuild my life financially and work on my transitional surgeries, but I would never accept money in this way. Please share. I hope this makes us all contribute to a conversation and educate ourselves more like I had to do today. And I know somebody mentioned that she was following a Free Palestine page on Instagram. So they're like, girl, you should know better. But I think also people need to realize this. A lot of y'all be very performative when it comes to your stances on Palestine. Not saying that Eureka is one of them, but a lot of times it does feel very much like, oh, well, if the trendy thing today is free Palestine, like Black Lives Matter, oh, I'm going to just jump on that just to make it seem like I'm a part of the thing and I agree, these other things. But I feel like in general, I do like the idea that people are taking the time to really, if somebody is not really familiar with what's going on, because yeah, a lot of people aren't as familiar with what's going on in the world, and particularly Gaza or whatever the case is, like I would be. Like I'm very much heavily into the politics, as y'all know. And so I'm well aware of what's going on and the overall issues. There was one person that pissed me off, and that was over there on Pink News, where I was reading the comments or whatever the case was, and somebody went and said, oh, basically making comments about that she should just go perform in Gaza then. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. So she's turning down Israel money when they've been sitting here creating an apartheid nation where y'all been literally going in and creating a whole genocide against brown people since 2023 and trying to steal their land, and us calling it out and saying like, yes, American artists should not go over there and participate because you're taking money from these people. You're on the side of, you're taking blood money in so many ways. So calling people out in that way, and the fact that we have APAC Shakur, aka Hakeem Jeffries, not reading the tea leaves, because that recent interview that he did with Joy Reid was a disaster, and how he couldn't say that I'm not going to take money from APAC or defund ICE, well, abolish ICE, actually. If you're not going to say all these things and really go in and do the job that you're supposed to be doing as a Democrat, but you say, oh, we can't do nothing because we don't have the House, we don't have the Senate. You got a mouth, right? You can show you got some kind of fight in you, but y'all not doing that. You sitting there letting all these other Democrats take little states by state each way or whatever in their things, and you could win a whole lot more and gain more in the point system if you actually show some kind of fight. But you're not doing that. So we already know that a lot of y'all are just blowing smoke and you're weak or whatever the case was. But good on Eureka for coming out. And one person had said that pissed me off. They were just like, "Oh, so you're gonna go with the party that would throw gay people off buildings? Because this is the go-to that they like to do. Oh, so to justify the deaths of Palestinians, oh, they would throw you off a building if you went to Palestine, as if there are no queer people that exist in Palestine. You think it's only just, okay, there may be a small demographic. I don't know. I don't know the history of queer people and Muslims or whatever the case was, or how people want to take that. I know one Muslim that's pro-LGBT, and that's the mayor of New York City, Zohran Mamdani. So I don't look and paint people with one broad brush where all Muslims are haters of queer people. Quiet as it's kept. If you really want to talk about it, we could bring Pentecostals, Christians, particularly a lot of these evangelicals. Y'all be the main ones that be hating on the gays. And do I need to bring in Mormons? We did a whole segment on that with David Archuleta, who came out with did he come out with the book already? I don't remember. But did a whole book on his struggles of being a homosexual in Mormonism and the struggles that he was going in. So we're gonna go there and do that. Then we could bring other religions and things into the conversation too. So let's not just automatically just throw that on it because you're an Islamophobic asswipe. And said this, that, oh, are you gonna go with the people that throw you off buildings for being queer, or are you going to side with the people that throw fabulous parties in, circuit parties and the pride circuit party? So I'm like, oh, so it's all about partying with y'all. So this is nothing but fun for you. Like, really? That's what we need to resort this to? Some gay stereotype that always need to be out here shaking our ass and little to nothing. And these people are more accepting of us because, like, fuck out of here. When people say stuff like that, it makes me want to slap the lights out of them. But anyway, with all of this said, I do thank you for coming to your senses and being like, yeah, all money ain't good money. So Discord Adams did respond, and that was on the 15th. That was about 2 days ago, and said Eureka canceled her gig and is finding new management. We can all be advocates for change. So, as I was saying before, I'm glad that she kind of came to her thing. She's like, yeah, I'm all about morals and ideals, and yeah, I'm struggling out here, and I need money for transitioning and all this other stuff, but all money ain't good money. And if your manager as well hooked you up to this and didn't even tell you like what's going on, then yeah, I don't need that manager around me that's not going to really have my best interests at heart. So shout out to you, Eureka. But anyway, so I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding this whole debate regarding Eureka and the Tel Aviv drama and the fact that, yeah, after she received all the backlash, and I feel like in the future, we definitely need to come to people with an open mind and really educate on certain things, because not everybody, we have to realize sometimes not everybody is as well versed in politics as you may think. A lot of people just keep their head down and just start working and don't be thinking about all the craziness in the world because they got a lot of things on their mind that they're dealing with. Eureka with her sobriety, Eureka with her transition, and all the other things she may have going on. And not everybody's out here thinking about free Palestine and all this other stuff because a lot of people don't know. So let's take the time to actually educate people. And at least she was willing to listen. Now, if she was going to be all mean-spirited and combative, then it'd be a different story. But at least she had an open mind and she was like, yeah, y'all are right. I'm listening. I'm learning. And now I'm no longer with the people. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.